You're sitting in a coffee shop in San Francisco. Across the table, Kathryn and Alexandra, founders of the MuseCom, lean in, sharing stories of frustrated job seekers drowning in endless career options and outdated advice. It's not just about finding a job anymore, Alexandra says. It's about figuring out how to navigate a world where work changes at the speed of a swipe. What if the old career playbook is broken? What if the new game is something you haven't quite figured out yet? The old pick one path for life map is garbage now. You're overwhelmed by choices, unsure how to pick what's yours. Kathryn describes Jane, a recent grad who felt paralyzed by hundreds of jobs online. Using the Muse Method step-by-step filter values, skills, lifestyle, Jane carved a clear path to digital marketing, her dream job. That one tool cut her options from overwhelming chaos to a vibrant roadmap. Imagine your career like a Spotify playlist. It's not a rigid album you must finish. You shuffle, add, remix tracks based on mood and goals. That's how work functions now, fluid, adaptive, ever-changing. The Muse Method helps you curate that playlist without losing your groove. When you stop trying to boil the ocean and get real about what lights you up, you reclaim energy. That clarity doesn't just sharpen your job search, it turbocharges your confidence. Suddenly, those endless choices feel like freedom, not a trap. Getting noticed by your dream job isn't luck. It's a carefully crafted story that says, "I'm your person." But how do you tell that story in a noisy world? Alexandra shares a story of David, a graphic designer who struggled to get replies. He built a personal brand by making a website focused on what he could do for clients, not just his skills. Once his story clicked, recruiters reached out, and he landed multiple offers within weeks. Think of your personal brand like a billboard on Times Square. Everyone's shouting, but yours tells a memorable story about who you are and why it matters. It's not about listing skills, but connecting dots that show how you make impact clear, concise, impossible to ignore. Then comes the interview. That moment is your stage to tie your story directly to the company's needs. Master every step from the initial email to negotiating your offer, and suddenly you don't just get in the door, you walk right through with confidence. Landing a job is just step one. Showing you're ready for more, that's where soft skills become your secret weapon. Kathryn recalls Maya, who was nervous in new roles. She learned that simple habits, eye contact, listening actively, matching energy, transformed first impressions and opened doors faster than any resume bullet could. Those micro moves made her unforgettable to bosses. Networking is way more than collecting LinkedIn contacts. It's about building real relationships where you listen, give, and connect authentically. The book compares it to gardening. Nurture it regularly, and your network blooms with opportunities when you need them most. Managing up means understanding your boss's style, priorities, and pressures, then positioning yourself as a trusted partner. When Maya started anticipating her manager's needs instead of just completing tasks, promotion offers followed naturally, proof that soft skills pay serious dividends. Remember that coffee shop in San Francisco? Kathryn and Alexandra's simple but radical idea was this: the old career rules don't just bend, they break. Your career is a dynamic playlist, your brand is your billboard, and your soft skills are your secret weapons. Try this today, write down your core values, then circle one small way to act on them in your work. That small step, it might just change your whole path. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.